Not long ago, the news that Bill Gates and Melinda Gates are divorcing after 27 years of marriage took many in the world by surprise. The power couple were the perfect example of marital stability, had raised 3 children, and founded world's largest non-profit, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which has distributed over 54 billion in grants since its inception. While we do not know all the reasons behind the Gates' decision, it is clear that they are not alone in separating after decades of togetherness. If you think your married life is going through a rough phase and there are limited hopes of repair, most likely it will end with a divorce. Yet, it is tougher to get out of a long-term marriage because you have co-created so much together and are quite interdependent. Imagine how painful would it be to separate after living together for decades. For many of us, it is a mystery why couples divorce after 20 or even 30 years of marriage. If a divorce does take place, it is always heartbreaking. However, if studied carefully, we can find certain common reasons for the separation, although there can be several. Depending on the individual circumstances, ending the marriage might be inevitable, and the video explores 10 reasons why couples separate after years of togetherness. Number 1. Not meeting of expectations. Many couples usually face a variety of challenges in the younger age and emerge seemingly unharmed. But when there is retirement or a job loss or financial squeeze or chronic illness sets in, one hopes that the partner will help them navigate the uncertainty and the change. But that does not always happen. The other partner has had enough and chooses to step away from the responsibilities and accompanying mental load. So let's accept it. Till death do us apart does not hold good here. Number 2. Professional failure and financial issues. In my counseling career, I have observed professional failure to be the top 5 reasons which can harm a marriage. Professional failure can lead to a financial crisis. Financial issues can cause stress in both the partners. This may make the failing partner feel unworthy. The affected person's failing career and monetary problems can lead to overwhelmingly negative feelings and self-criticism. This can happen to such an extent that their mental and physical health can also be adversely affected. Naturally, it can bring a fundamental change in the relationship. Stress from such failures may lead to divorce. Number 3. Different spending habits. Differences in spending habits coupled with monetary constraints may finally come to a point to cause a breakup. One partner may be a big spender while the other likes to save and live within means. Number 4. Lack of emotional support. In a marriage, emotional disconnect occurs when one partner constantly ignores or does not respond to the other. Emotional neglect can also occur in the form of silent treatment. Emotional withdrawal is a method to manipulate the other person into changing their behavior or punishing them for some perceived wrongdoing. Ignoring the partner's feelings and emotions can have far-reaching negative consequences. Number 5. Poor communication. Communication isn't merely talking to your spouse. Rather, it is about understanding their point of view and thoughts. It is possible that after a certain age, one or both partners may fail to communicate their ideas, emotions, and affection to each other. It is believed when you share your thoughts and feelings with your spouse, you feel understood in your relationship. When your feelings are understood, you feel respected and cared for by your partner. Absence of good quality communication creates distance, breeds self-doubt and insecurity. This can erode your bond. If this essential element is missing, two people become distant, leading to divorce even after years of marriage. Number 6. Lack of respect and space. Being married is not just about living together under the same roof An ideal marriage should have good communication, mutual respect, with enough breathing space so that both individuals feel they have a meaningful stake in the partnership. A relationship can be suffocating when you don't give your spouse any or all of these. This includes giving identity, equality, love, respect, emotional support, time, space, and independence to make marriage flourish. If you are with each other most of the time and don't have friends or independent hobbies, the relationship can get claustrophobic. Maintaining your own identity helps you keep your sanity, which is healthy for your relationship. Number 7. Abusive relationship. If there is an issue of regular domestic abuse in the marriage, then it is time for you to walk out. Abuse can be of different types: physical, mental, emotional, or financial. Constant abusive behavior can ruin a person's marital life. Staying in an abusive relationship can become unhealthy and unsafe, and it is better to walk away from such a marriage, even if it is after 20 or 30 years. Number 8. You were never in love. Some couples may have been married for many years, but they have never been in love with one another. They may pretend to be a happy couple for the sake of their social image or their children. Perhaps they got married to each other due to family pressure and never had any compatibility or bonding between them. Love is the fuel that keeps the ship of marriage sailing, but in the absence of love, two people eventually have to drift apart. Number 9. You have fallen out of love. Some couples started out a good life together and had it for a long time. They nurtured the family, parented the kids, and shared their responsibilities. But after walking together a long passage, they may fall out of love. This happens gradually due to the burden of responsibilities and challenges of life. They may lose affection towards each other. This makes them grow apart over the years. Many couples try to avoid the truth for several years, but one day realize it and accept it. Hence, they separate in search of their respective happiness and peace. Number 10. Personality conflict. People change over time. We humans are dynamic, evolving, and our priorities keep changing with time and circumstances. If the two partners continue to grow in two different directions, the conflicts may arise. For instance, one partner who has slogged for years and now wants to turn to spirituality, yoga, and meditation for their self-actualization, while the other partner may think of starting a second career in politics, which may be totally unacceptable to the first partner. As a result, having conflicts is natural and cracks develop in the relationship. When the couples do not see eye to eye on the defining issues of their life together, they may turn on each other. Final thoughts. Even seasoned marriages can die a late stage death. Divorce at any stage is sad, but the late divorce is devastating. In fact, older couples may not have physical, emotional, or financial resources to fully recover from the loss.